Welcome, spiritual beings. Bad things happen to good people all the time. It's a cliché, but it's true. The world is full of good people who are treated badly and bad people who get away with everything. You can't control how others treat you, but you can control what you do and how you react. If that means being a nice person, then that's what you need to do. Being a good person doesn't guarantee good things will come your way, but it does mean that no matter what happens, you'll be able to sleep at night knowing you've done nothing wrong. Here's everything you need to know about why you should never stop being a good person. Number 1, it reflects your character. Being a good person reflects your character. It's who you are and what you do that determine the quality of person you are. Your good character can be seen in how you treat others, deal with the little things, set goals, and plan for the future. As a good person, you should always remember that your actions and words must be in line with your intentions. So the reason why you should never stop being a good person all comes down to who you are. If your character has the best intentions, then you have to remain good. Even if people may treat you badly or the opposite of what you deserve, you shouldn't stoop down to their level. Number 2, holding grudges and resentment destroys your life. If you are a good person and you live your life with integrity, kindness, and respect for others, you won't have to worry about holding grudges. You won't have to worry about holding grudges because people will treat you with the same respect that you treat them. People will be kind to you when you are kind to them. People will be honest with you when you are honest with them. Sometimes, even though we don't do anything wrong, people still hurt us. They disrespect us. They mistreat us. They lie about us. They talk behind our backs. They take advantage of us. But if we hold grudges against them, we let them win. We let their anger control us. We let their hatred destroy our lives when it is their hatred that should be destroyed all along. Instead of focusing on getting even with someone who has done something to hurt you, focus on forgiving them and moving forward. This is easier said than done, but it will help your mental state more than holding a grudge ever will. Number 3, when you're good, everything falls into place. You don't have to be a saint or do things for others just to get back in return. Being a good person is about being humble, kind, and respectful towards others. It's about treating people equally and genuinely because you want to make them feel good, not because you want something in return. You see, if you're a good person, then you're likely to attract positivity in your life. You will attract genuine people who will treat you well and help you when needed. The right people will fall into place in your life when you are a good person. No matter how hard it gets, never stop being a good person, because good attracts good. If you keep on being nice to everyone around you, then one day everything will fall into place, just as it should be. Your life won't be perfect, but it will be a life filled with the right intentions and energy. Number 4, you will meet other good people in your life. It's hard to be a good person in this world. We have no doubt that the majority of people are good people and have good intentions. However, we're all human and make mistakes. Some of us are more flawed than others and let our mistakes take over our lives. Being a good person is so rewarding. We promise you, you'll meet other good people who will appreciate that about you and want to be around you more often. You'll feel better about yourself because now you're doing something positive instead of negative like you might have been doing before. You will start treating others with love and respect because they deserve it just as much as anyone else does. Even when it comes to people who treat you unkindly, you learn to turn the other way and not meet their level. The truth is, being a good person isn't easy, but it's worth it. Number 5, it encourages a peaceful life. The reason why you should never stop being a good person is that it brings peace into your life. You can sleep better at night knowing you didn't intentionally harm or hurt someone, and you don't let overthinking run your life. Even as you may disappoint or hurt someone, good people don't do this intentionally. It can bring you so much guilt and shame when you know you negatively impacted someone's life. Maybe you were the reason they can't trust someone again, or you caused so much damage that they found it difficult to move on. Maybe you've been in a situation where you wanted to do something, but then had a change of heart. It's important that we stop and listen to it. Good people always have that sixth sense or gut feeling and go with it. They don't just jump into things without considering the consequences. Good people go through enough on their own, so they try not to make things harder for themselves and others. If someone is having a bad day, they will try their best to help them out and make sure they are all right. They don't just ignore someone when they need help or advice. While neither of you may be in the best mood, you can at least offer some words of encouragement, or even just your presence. It could mean more than you think to them. Number 6. It reflects bravery and courage. Bravery and courage are some of the best reasons why you should never stop being a good person because of bad people. It takes a lot of guts to stay kind, even when others haven't been as kind to you. When you've gone through several betrayals, heartbreaks, and deception, it's so difficult to be kind once again. However, living a life full of anger is so much worse. You're going to have days where you're going to want to scream at everyone and tell them how absolutely awful they are. You may even want to tell them exactly how they made you feel when they did something wrong. But remember that those thoughts will never change the situation or bring back what got taken away from you. Bravery doesn't mean doing what's easy. It means doing what is right. Being a good person means saying sorry, even if it isn't your fault. It means taking responsibility for your words and actions. Number 7. It prevents anger from ruining your life. When people are angry, they tend to do many things that they regret later on in life. That's why you should always be a good person and never let anger get the best of you. Holding grudges will only make things worse for yourself and for those around you. It's important to learn how to forgive and forget so that anger doesn't ruin your life or relationships with others. No matter what situation you're in, anger will never change your situation. The only thing it will do is push people away from you because you said or did the wrong set of things. Number 8. You will live a positive life. It's vital that you never stop being a good person, because it encourages a positive and grateful life. It's so easy to complain about everything you lack and find everything wrong with the world. But if you're a good person, you appreciate everything around you. Regardless of what you lack, you appreciate the things you're blessed with. Whether you realize it or not, you are always putting out positive or negative energy into the world. You need to ensure that you're putting out positive energy as much as possible, even if it requires something as simple as smiling at people more often. Number 9. It reflects the purity of your heart. Pure-hearted individuals are good people because you know their intentions are sincere. They do things and help people without expecting something in return. You're not being good for the sake of your image, reputation, or to make yourself feel good. Rather, you're doing so because you genuinely want to. Good people inspire others with their actions and words, but they also have a way of making everyone feel important, loved, heard, and understood. Number 10. You have integrity. You should never stop being a good person because it reflects your integrity. Based on definition, integrity is your capability to stay true to your morals, principles, and values in life. When you're a good person, you don't need to pretend to be someone you're not for the comfort of others. Regardless of what's happening around you, you'll always show who you really are and how people can rely on you. You won't easily change or do something just to please someone if it doesn't align with your beliefs and principles. When you have integrity, people will see your genuine self, which is something they can trust. As a result, they'll appreciate and value the real you, which will make them feel comfortable around you. Integrity equates to a good person because others respect you for this very reason. Which brings us to our last point. Number 11. Others will admire you for it. Being good to others and the world is worth respecting. It means you don't intentionally harm or hurt others for your selfish benefit. When people see you being kind and thoughtful, they'll likely want to follow your example. Good influences in the world are needed to help inspire more positivity. As such, never stop being a good person because it's something that's worth doing. The reason why you shouldn't quit being good is that it makes you feel better about yourself. In addition, when you're kind to the world generally repays you with kindness in return. The world can be a terrible place. Bad things happen to good people. We live in a society where bad behavior is often rewarded and good deeds are often punished. It's not fair, but it's a fact of life. The truth is, it's always tempting to follow the crowd. We're all human, and none of us are perfect. But if you want to be happy, you need to do your best to remain true to yourself and treat others with respect and kindness. Being a good person doesn't guarantee good things will come your way, but it does mean that no matter what happens, you'll be able to sleep at night knowing you've done nothing wrong. You should never stop being a good person, because your goodness is the best thing about you. It reflects your kindness, compassion, generosity, integrity, and admirable character. I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching. Go with love. Let love guide you, not fear.